What is up, guys? Welcome back to this trade recap. Today was a great day of price action, and I'm going to show you my trade. So as you can see, 1 minute before market open, we're inside all of these bullish gaps that we see right here. We're inside this 30-minute, this 5-minute, this 15-minute, and immediately I'm looking for longs. It is very clear that we're going to be going higher. Very clear uptrend, at least until this 5-minute fair value gap intermediate high. At least longs up until there. So I'm going to play out market open. We mitigate this 1 hour fair value gap and get instant bullish displacement up. We continue going up, looking for a long setup now for sure. Now we top this 5-minute. I'm open for shorts, definitely, at least back down to that 9:30 a.m. low. We do not get any of that. We do get a lot of short displacement, but unfortunately we do not get any short setup down to these 9:30 a.m. lows. Yeah, so nothing there. We take out opening range highs, and I believe we're about to at least. So we're currently trading in this 5-minute. So I'm more open for shorts rather than longs, but here opening range highs are set. We take them out, I believe, on the next, 1 second. Yeah, this next channel, we take out opening range highs, so could have potential shorts. But if we inverse this 5-minute, I definitely think we're gonna have longs. We're about to inverse that in 30 seconds. And we inverse it. And on the inversion, we also get a setup, which is perfect. We're delivering out of this 1 hour. And we get this setup. We get this perfect FVGC setup. We have a clear break-even point at this 5-minute gap. A lot of people did fade this because they thought it was too close to our entry. But my rules are that it has to be 5 points or below for me to fade it. But as you can see, this one was not 5 points. This one was 8 points from my entry, so wasn't too close to my entry at all. I like this, very clear break-even point, great setup, great displacement, great break-even point. Have a 5-minute resting up there, definitely good clear targets on the day. So I took this with 3 minis to pass my eval. I took it with 1 mini on one account and 3 minis on another account for this pass of my eval. So yeah, 1 mini on one account, which I secured, and then 3 minis on another account. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this trade with 3 minis. Yeah. All right, let me just drag these out. So this was a very clear setup for me. Risked 3K to make 3K. I got kind of like, obviously this was an eval that I just bought. I needed to pass this in 1 day, so I was like, yeah, this seems very clear. So yeah, someone said there's a 3-minute in our way, but it is a 3-minute in pre-session, and we do not care about pre-market gaps unless they're high time frame. The 3-minute is a low time frame gap, so I did not care that we were in a 3-minute. Either way, didn't even matter to me. Any out of session low time frame gap is useless to me, and I do not even care about it. So that's another reason why I had full confidence in this. It didn't have much holding price back. Definitely was a little scared when we had this push, but it's okay. We were chilling. Boom, I went break even once we took out that intermediate high. And yeah, once I was break even, was pretty confident in this playing out and was ready to smack full TP. So as you can see, this 5-minute here, we are in this 5-minute. Someone asked, why did I take this if we were in a 5-minute? So our entry wasn't actually in the 5-minute just yet. So see how we have this 5-minute? We created this intermediate high, which is a wick within a 5-minute. So for this 5-minute to actually matter again, we need to break past this wick, because this wick sent price higher within the gap. So now for this gap to do anything, we need to break past that wick, which is why I went break even at it. So someone did fade this when they shouldn't have, which is okay. You just didn't know, and now you do. We were not in the gap until we went above that wick. So then once we did, I went break even, and pretty much after that, just smacked that TP instantly. So yeah, very good trade today. Was very, very confident in this setup. I was done right before 10 a.m. Hopped off, chilled for the rest of my day. Very happy with this price action. For everyone wanting to learn the strategy, the Discord that teaches it, Capital Complex, is in mine. I teach it in my Discord. You can join any Discord, either Capital Complex or my Discord, Z1NL. And speaking of, someone in the other server, Capital Complex, did take this trade. This trade looks valid. We delivering from that gap, had a candle close above, but they ended up losing because they're breaking one of the rules I made. Look, our entry is literally in a 5-minute gap. We're inside of it, which is exactly why this setup fails. This just shows how important my rules are and why you should follow every single rule. Even it was very obvious that we were breaking a rule here. Sometimes they're not as obvious, and some people don't even know why they lose. But this is exactly what I teach, how to avoid these losing setups and get these winning setups like this. So yeah, this is exactly why. And of course, the Discords in my profile, both Discords are there. You can join whichever one you want. I host live trade recaps every single day. We'll start live trading soon. I host backtesting sessions throughout the weekend, and mine is completely free. You can join for absolutely free. And we've had amazing growth recently within our server, YouTube. We've been blowing up. And in honor of this, I'm going to be dropping 2 indicators that show the drawn liquidity as our one indicator, every drawn liquidity I use, and another indicator I will state later on. Here's our PNL on one account. I can't show the PNL on the other account because it was an eval, which I now passed, but I'm currently up 1,000 on this one. So yeah, I can't show the one on the other PNL because it was when it was on an eval, and now that I passed it and went to funded, the PNL cleared. But that was on another eval, up 1K on the day. But yeah, as I was saying, indicators dropping. We have a drawn liquidity indicator, which is every drawn liquidity that I have and use. So any drawn liquidity that I target. Here are the indicators I use now. This ICT kill zones one is good, but like it's just there's so much bad to it. Like look at it. Our opening range low is literally inside of our 9:30 a.m. low on the labels. Like that just doesn't look good. I'm gonna be making an indicator that clears all of this out, makes our drawn liquidity way easier to see, a lot better. So yeah, we're gonna have a drawn liquidity indicator and a full strategy entry trigger indicator, and it's gonna completely follow all my rules. So it's gonna be as if I'm there. All of our rules are being followed. We'll only get an entry signal if every rule is being followed. And so far I've had a 94% plus win rate doing this. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. Join up the Discord, and thank you all for watching. Today was a great day. Totaled $4,000 PNL, passed one eval, made 1,000 on the other. So good 4K day. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and peace out.